What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jayyduty, and I'm back with another video. For all my young niggas, right? Practice being more confident as a young teen, bro. Confidence is so important. In order for you to get anything in life, anybody in life, in order for you to lead, in order for you to provide, you need confidence, right? Without confidence, you ain't nothing. I'm going to be honest with you. Without confidence, you ain't nothing, bro. The reason why confidence is important when you in a relationship is because people want you more, and that person want to settle with you more when you have confidence. Because confidence give off a different aura. Soon as you lower your confidence, you become undesirable, and she start looking at you different, and you start doing things that's unattractive. Like literally, a lot of men, they do things unattractive, like they bust out their girl car windows, they blow up their phone, they call them like, where the fuck is you at? I don't give a damn, bro. Come back home. Like, they do all that unnecessary shit. That's because they just have low confidence. Like, if you boost your self-esteem and you feel the best version of you, you wouldn't be doing that childish stuff. You wouldn't be doing unattractive things that make your relationship go downhill. Because it don't matter who you are as a person. It don't matter what you have. At the end of the day, she's going to look at you for who you truly are. If you don't have the courage enough to change yourself, because that's what confidence is, it's about changing at the end of the day. If you don't have the courage enough to change yourself, then guess what? She's going to leave you. You must have confidence. You must boost your self-esteem and learn how to overcome problems in a relationship. As soon as you enter a relationship, you have to know how to solve eternal problems. You have to know how to talk to your girl even when y'all on bad terms. You have to be passionate about y'all too. A relationship is all about being confident. The second you lower your confidence, she lower her interest, okay? And I'm not trying to like doubt you or anything, and I'm not trying to put a little bit of fear in your heart, but it's like, it's true. Like, for me, example, in my last relationship, I was a confident man. I was so passionate to talk to her, to help her overcome her problems. I was just a passionate dude. But it was one time in that relationship, I just felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I wasn't the man that she'd want to be with. And I gave up confidence. I didn't care anymore. I really didn't. I didn't care. And the more you stop caring, because you need to care. When you're in a relationship, you have to care. You have to fight for each other. That's what a relationship is all about. It's about fighting for each other. But a lot of men, they have this red pill mindset. Like, nah, man, fuck this bitch. I'm about to just go do my own shit. Like, no, if this girl loved you, if she paid attention to you, why can't you just reciprocate the same energy? She loved you, bro. You get what I'm saying? But me, I just felt like I wasn't good enough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I wasn't good enough. And that whole relationship, I tried to ignore that feeling. I don't know how, like, I mean, in that whole relationship, I tried to ignore that feeling of not being good enough. And it just, I finally got away from it. Because what you feel is what you become. And what you become pretty much change your lifestyle. So if you're in a relationship and you feel like you're not worthy of this person, then you're not going to have this person. You must feel worthy of this person. You must feel like you deserve this girl. Because life gives you what you deserve. The second you feel like you don't deserve this girl, the second she's going to leave you. Because when you don't feel like you deserve her, you start doing things that's not desirable. And once you start doing things that's not desirable, she's going to leave. She's going to run away. When a girl leave your life, when you get divorced, whatever happened to you in life in a bad way, that's because you just wasn't good enough. Point blank, period. Like, you are everything, because the things that you're going through in life, it's just teaching you how to be more confident. It's just teaching you to know the pros and cons in the next situation. It is teaching you how to take care of the next thing in your life. It is moving you closer to the next level. That's all it is, okay? But I'm gonna admit, in my last relationship, I wasn't good enough. I just wasn't good enough. Point blank, period. I just wasn't good enough. And I would be realistic enough to say that. I don't say that to myself every single day. I don't try to like degrade myself. Oh, I'm ugly. No, that's not being confident. That's just you hating yourself. Okay, you need to start telling yourself you are everything. You are beautiful. You are worthy enough. You need to start telling yourself good affirmations. Okay, but in your past, you have to keep it real when it comes to your past. Okay, you can't focus on the past too much, but you can learn from your past. Because the more you focus on the past, you're going to become more depressed. Okay, I made a lot of horrible decisions. If I focused on that decision that I made in the past, I wouldn't even be here. Okay, you have to accept your past. That's a part of being confident. Once you accept your past and you say, hold on, it is what it is, and you start loving yourself, that's when you start loving yourself. It's when you start accepting your past. You probably got divorced. You probably lost kids. You probably lost a family. You probably lost a job. Probably lost your girlfriend. Like you probably lost things in your life, but it's teaching you how to be more confident, and it's teaching you to get closer with that higher power. That's all it is. You get what I'm saying? When I lost a lot of things in life, that what built me. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Me losing my last relationship taught me a lot about myself. It really taught me that I need to heal within, because I'm not perfect, and I'm not willing to be perfect. I'm willing to learn throughout life. And that's why life give you these challenges, so you can learn and become the best man or the best woman of you. That's why you go through a lot of things in life. You get what I'm saying? Build from your struggle. Don't let your struggle destruct you, because that's when you lose. And we are not a loser, bro. We're not a loser, bro. But understand, whatever you lose in life, you just wasn't good at it. Listen, whatever you lose in life, either it wasn't aligning for what you want in your future, or you wasn't good enough. Point blank, period. But don't repeat that to yourself. Oh, I'm not good enough. No, don't. Be realistic a little bit, but be delusional to the fullest. Let me say it again. Be realistic a little bit, because we still have to hold ourselves accountable. The reason why we being realistic is so we can hold ourselves accountable, so we can grow. We got to look at the problem for what it actually is. Like, you probably dealing with a divorce. You probably dealing with a breakup right now. But remember all the times where you made her feel bad about herself. You wasn't the only perfect dude in a relationship. You wasn't the perfect woman in a relationship. You made a lot of shit ton of decisions too. And it was horrible decisions. You get what I'm saying? So hold yourself accountable just a little bit, so you can move forward. A lot of people, they want to stop being attached to a toxic relationship. But the more you play victim, the more you will end up in that person's presence. You have to hold yourself accountable. I was wrong. That's literally what I did. If I played victim in my last relationship, bro, that girl she would have went nowhere. I would have still been dealing with her. No, she would have still been dealing with me, because I was really the problem. She would have still been dealing with me. Always hitting up her phone, blowing up her phone. She would have been dealing with that shit. All because I don't see a wrong in my actions. The moment you see a wrong in your action, moving on is going to become more easier. You have to move on. You just have to. But in order for you to move on, just see a wrong in your actions. Like when I got fired from my job, I didn't try to play victim like, well, y'all fired me, whoop-de-whoop. I know why they fired me. I just know why. When I broke up with my last relationship, I didn't text her phone. Why do you want to break up now? Like, no, I know why she wanted to break up with me. And I knew it was time for us to move on. Sometimes you just have to accept what life give you. You just have to accept it. And if you don't accept it, this is where you're going to become depressed. Depression is just not accepting your lifestyle for what it is. You just have to accept it. In order for you to change your life, you have to accept that your life is the way it is. And once you accept it, everything changes. But you must accept in order for you to improve. You got to accept it. You got to accept it. If you keep avoiding it, you're going to become that individual. And once you become that individual, you're going to start manifesting how you think unintentionally, subconsciously. You're going to start manifesting these things in your life. And you're going to be realizing, yo, why is this popping up inside my life? Why is such and such happening to me? Why is this? What's going on? You got to change the way you think. Focus on how you think. Because that's 9 times out of 10. It's what manifests in your life to be this way, right? In my last relationship, I'm going to tell y'all this, right? I manifested a breakup. Jay, how did you manifest a breakup? Because every time we used to go through a lot of ups and downs, I used to always tell her, we ain't going to make it. But you have to understand the power of your tongue. If you say you ain't going to make it, if you say you will never be successful with this person, then that's how reality is going to look. You create your reality. One thing about a relationship, you have to believe that y'all can become successful. You have to believe that y'all can get married and y'all can have kids and y'all can live a successful life. Through the trauma, through the financial crisis, through the health problems, y'all have to believe that y'all can still be the best version of y'all. One thing about my last relationship, I should have held so much belief, but I was just so ignorant. I'm not gonna lie, because I tried to ignore the fact that we can become the best. And I was so red pilled. I was always looking up women red pill on YouTube and trying to figure out what she mean when she say this and all that bullshit. You get what I'm saying? But it was like, it was hurting me more than I realized it. You get what I'm saying? One thing about a relationship, you have to hold belief. You have to believe that y'all can be successful. Believe that y'all can communicate. Believe that whatever y'all want, it can happen. You have to believe. Stop saying shit like, we ain't gonna work out. Let's just forget about each other. I don't think this is gonna work out. Like, no, stop saying stuff like that. Instead, say something like this. Baby, we gonna work out. Like, I really do want this to work out, and we're going to work out. Always say it like that. But the one thing about a relationship, a lot of people, y'all pour a lot of love into the wrong person. If you just reciprocate the energy to the right person, oh my God, you will actually go somewhere in life. You will actually go somewhere in life. But anyways, man, I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.